Today's video, I got you guys with the top 5 best assault rifles that you should be using in Warzone right now. We just had the Season 5 update, so I figured it was a good time to give you guys my updated top 5 ARs. But before we get into it, I want to shout out these 3 people for commenting on my last video. If you guys would ever want to shout out in a future video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then go down below and comment your opinions of the video. Like I said, today we got the top 5 updated ARs, and let's get into it. So to start this video off, I got you guys with the absolute meta assault rifle right now, which is going to be the Automata from Vanguard. This is easily the best assault rifle in Warzone right now, and I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of other YouTubers and streamers using it. One of the best things about this gun is the super low recoil it has and the 70 round mag, which is honestly ridiculous. This has got to be one of the biggest magazines I've ever seen on a good assault rifle. And as for the damage, this gun does very good damage at range. Overall, this is going to be the best assault rifle I could recommend to you guys. So if you pick any AR out of this entire video, I would highly recommend it to be the Automata, because like I said, it is easily the best assault rifle in the game right now. Now, I know a lot of you guys might not have the Vanguard assault rifles leveled up, but don't worry, I got you guys with Cold War guns, Modern Warfare guns, everything you guys need. So let's go ahead and get into the Automata build right now. So on screen right now is going to be my recommended Automata build for you guys. Now, I was using the 2.5x optic. I know some people like to use the 3 to 6x on this, but personally, I think the 2.5x is better. Optic really just comes down to preference, so it's whatever you guys prefer. But on screen is going to be my recommended attachments for you guys. Now, let's go ahead and get into the next loadout. So for the next loadout, I got you guys with a classic Modern Warfare assault rifle, which is going to be the Grau 556. Now, the Grau actually did get a buff in the Season 5 update, which brought it back up into the assault rifle meta. And I couldn't be happier because the Grau is one of my all-time favorite guns to use in Warzone. The low recoil on the Grau matched with the magazine capacity is what makes this gun amazing. And I would highly recommend you guys use the Grau right now because, like I said, it did get buffed in the Season 5 update. So if you guys haven't used it since the update, you might be surprised at how good it is. And let's go ahead and jump into the loadout. So now I'm going to quickly build you guys my recommended Grau loadout. You're going to want monolithic suppressor for the muzzle to give you damage range. Barrel, you want the Archangel for even more damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Next up, you want the tac laser for the ADS speed. Underbarrel, you want Commando foregrip for the aiming stability. Magazine, you want 50 just because the 60 slows the gun down too much. Now, I know for the Grau, some people like to use the VLK optic, and if you want to go that route, you can, and you can just remove the tac laser and rock this build. So if you're on Caldera or Fortune's Keep, you can do that, but I prefer tac laser on Rebirth, and I just remove the optic. So here you guys have my recommended Grau loadout, and let's go ahead and get into the next loadout. So for the next loadout, I got you guys with one of my favorite assault rifles in Warzone right now, which is going to be the XM4 from Cold War. Now, the XM4 is definitely still a top 5 assault rifle because of the low recoil and super long damage range that it has. I would highly recommend the XM4 to you guys if you haven't used it lately. And I know a lot of you might not have the Vanguard assault rifles leveled up, so the XM4 from Cold War is definitely a great option for you guys. I would say that the XM4 is easily the best assault rifle out of the Cold War category. So if you guys haven't used it lately, definitely throw it back on because this gun still feels insane. And before we jump into my XM4 build, I do want to let you guys know, man, I stream every day over at twitch.tv/sway. So if you guys do enjoy the videos, make sure you drop a follow on my Twitch. Come say what's up in the chat when I'm live. I would love to see you guys over there, man. It is always a good time on my streams. Now let's go ahead and jump into the XM4 build right now. So now I'm going to build you guys my recommended XM4 build. So for your muzzle, you guys want the agency suppressor for the bullet velocity and damage range. Next up for the barrel, make sure you guys throw on the 13.7 Ranger for the bullet velocity and recoil control. For the optic, you want the Axial Arms 3X, by far the best optic on Cold War guns. For the underbarrel, you want the Field Agent grip for the horizontal and vertical recoil control. And then lastly, for magazine, you want 45 round. Again, the 60 just kind of slows this gun down, so you want the 45. And that is going to be my recommended XM4 build. And let's go ahead and get into the next loadout. For the next loadout, I got you guys with the Cooper Carbine from Vanguard. Now, this is easily a top 5 assault rifle in Warzone at the moment. And one of the best things about the Cooper Carbine is the mobility that it has. Although it is technically an assault rifle, sometimes it feels like a submachine gun with the mobility. And you match that with the super low recoil and damage range that it has, and you guys will be absolutely frying with this thing. I would definitely say the Cooper Carbine is a top 5 assault rifle in Warzone right now. So I highly recommend it to you guys. And let's go ahead and jump into the loadout right now. So on screen, I got you guys my recommended Cooper Carbine build. Again, like I said on the Automata, I was using the 2.5x. I know some people prefer the SVT 3-6x. So again, it's really just preference, but I always think the 2.5x is better, especially since I'm playing Rebirth. If you're playing a bigger map like Caldera or Fortune's Keep, you might want the 3-6x. But overall, this is going to be the recommended build I have for you guys. Now let's go ahead and jump into the next loadout. So for the next loadout, I got you guys with another great Cold War assault rifle, which is going to be the AK47. The AK47 is one of my favorite assault rifles that was ever added into Warzone. The mobility on the Cold War AK is one of the best out of all assault rifles in the entire game. And it has really good damage range and super low recoil, which is going to make you guys absolutely fry. I would definitely recommend the AK-47 to you guys if you haven't used it lately, because this thing is still a beam. Like I said, if you don't have the Vanguard ARs leveled up, you could definitely get by with the Cold War AK. And let's go ahead and jump into my loadout for it right now. So now I'm going to go ahead and build you guys my recommended AK loadout. So for your muzzle, you want the GRU suppressor for the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. For the barrel, make sure you guys throw on the Spetsnaz RPK for the bullet velocity, horizontal recoil, vertical recoil, and damage range. For the optic, again, you want the Axial Arms 3X, by far the best optic on Cold War ARs. For the underbarrel, you want the Bruiser grip for the movement speed. And then magazine, again, you want the 45 because the 60 is just too slow. And here you guys have my recommended AK loadout. And let's go ahead and get into the next build that I have for you guys. So for the final loadout, I got you guys another classic Modern Warfare loadout, which is going to be the M13. So if you guys want to rock the M13, make sure you throw on the monolithic suppressor for the damage range. For the barrel, you're going to want the marksman barrel for the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Next up on the optic, you want the VLK 3X. For the underbarrel, you're going to want the Commando foregrip for the recoil control and aiming stability. And then lastly, for the magazine, you want the 50-round mags. And that is going to be my recommended M13 build, which is going to be the final loadout of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, man, make sure you leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the noti bell to be notified every time I upload. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.